Mr. Marlah, you may begin your opening statement.
Thank you, Your Honor, and good morning. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, on the night of August 25th, 1997, Abigail Bloom went to 4012 Hoover Street looking for her good friend, Michelle Bauer. Abigail found the door of the garage apartment open, so she walked inside, and she called to a friend. But Michelle Bauer wasn't there. Somebody else was. Now then, you should know that Abigail Bloom lost her hearing at the age of 6 years old. So she did not hear the man approach her from behind. But when he grabbed her and turned her around, she could read his lips, and she did see his face as he taunted her, attacked her, violated her.
Objection, Your Honor. Counsel is deliberately using the term violated, even though tests have concluded that Ms. Bloom was not raped.
The act of penetration is not the only definition of violation, Counselor.
I'm going to allow Mr. Marlah some leeway during opening statements.
Thank you very much, Your Honor. Now, during the course of this trial, you will hear how the defendant, Roy Meacham, beat, bloodied, and yes, violated Abigail Bloom. You will hear how he tore at the clothes and he groped at the body of a young woman who was struggling so hard to get away, he had to knock her unconscious to get her to stop. And then, while she was lying helpless, bleeding profusely, he wrapped her in a tarp. Like a piece of garbage, he just wrapped her up and he left her for dead. But before this trial is over, I will prove beyond any reasonable doubt that this heinous act was indeed committed by the defendant, Roy Meacham, who by any standard should have been here to face his accuser.
Your Honor.
You know very well Mr. Meacham is seated at the defense table next to counsel.
I do, and apologize. Ladies and gentlemen, you will have to understand, because this is the Roy Meacham that Abigail Bloom saw the night that she was attacked. This is the Roy Meacham who violated Ms. Bloom. Now, please, it is such an old trick. Don't be fooled by the nice suit, the clean shave, and the shiny new shoes. Because with or without the improvements, that is the man who committed this unspeakable crime, and he should go to prison for doing it.
What's the deal between Ross and this defense attorney?
You won't even believe me when I tell you.
Ross, thank you.
Nice job, Ross. That photo was inspired.
Let's hope so, Rick.
And I'm sorry for questioning you earlier.
Sorry I'm late. Did I miss anything?
Mr. Warren, ready to proceed with your opening remarks?
Yes, I am, Your Honor.
And who is she?
Probably his mother. Boy, they don't miss a trick.
Thank you, Your Honor. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I want to thank you for your service here today. I realize you'd rather be home with your families, but with any luck, you might even be home in time for dinner. But I'd like to get right to the point, if I may. Abigail Bloom, a fine young woman, an outstanding citizen, and there is no question but that what happened to her was a despicable act, a tragedy. And I am not here today to tell you that she was not hurt, that she was not wronged, that she was not injured. She was. She was. I'm simply here today to tell you that my client, Roy Meacham, is not the one who did it. This is a case of mistaken identity. Pure and simple. Abigail Bloom made a mistake. A mistake that I will show that her well-meaning friends perpetuated. Her friends who wanted someone to pay for what happened to her and decided that that someone should be the defendant. Now, the prosecution would have you believe that Roy Meacham has terrorized the alleged victim while out on bail. But the fact is, I've had to have a restraining order issued against Dr. Rick Bauer, the man sitting next to Abigail Bloom, after he accosted my client outside a restaurant last night. Now, Dr. Bauer, who towers over my client, grabbed him in a threatening manner and told him he'd better pray he was found guilty. He'd better pray you sent him to jail. Because if you, the jury, didn't, Roy Meacham would have to answer to him. That's right, to him. Now I realize a young woman has been attacked and traumatized. It is a horrible crime. It is unthinkable. And whoever perpetrated this crime should be severely punished. But not Roy Meacham. He's been falsely accused. He is feared for his life. And that has got to stop. And you must stop it. Now, you might remember the well-educated prosecutor, by his own admission, couldn't identify the defendant, who's sitting right here in this courtroom. Abigail Bloom made the same mistake. A mistake my client, Roy Meacham, should not be forced to pay for. Thank you for your time.
That was a crock.
Tell me about it.
You know, that lawyer made Roy to be some kind of saint.
Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, at this time, we will recess until 11:15. During your absence, you are reminded not to discuss the case among yourselves or to permit any person or persons to discuss the case with you.
That defense attorney is twisting everything around.
Honey, that's what he's paid to do. It's his job.
No, he's telling lies. He shouldn't be allowed to tell lies.
Abigail, we will expose Roy when we present our case. Don't worry about this.
I want to kill them both.
Yes, well, as of a few minutes ago, the whole courtroom knows that.
That restraining order's a bunch of bull, Ross, and you know it is.
Try telling that to the jury. I wish you had listened to me and stayed away from Roy Meacham.
I did what I had to do.
Didn't help, did it, Rick?
I'm gonna go get some air.
That brother of yours is a piece of work.
It's the nice way of putting it.
Yeah, well, the thing is he's good. And he's going to do everything he can to push all your buttons.
Yes, I know that.
Are you going to be able to handle that?
Like in the courtroom, Ben is just another attorney. I just have to be a better attorney.
Go get him, counselor.
I wish we got out of school early every day. I can't believe the math homework. Hey, what's wrong? Are you lost? Where's your mommy? Don't know. You don't know? Marah, I'm going to be late. Oh, go ahead then. Are you sure? Yeah, I'm gonna stay with this little girl until I find her mom. Okay, see you tomorrow. See you, bye. Hi, my name's Marah. What's yours? We have to have a name, right? My name's Madonna. Like the singer Madonna? Yeah. So, what are you doing all alone in the park? I was with my mommy's friend and I want my real mommy, so I just left. I can take you there. You can? Sure, yeah. What's the address? I don't have an address. Well, do you know where she lives? I only know it's far. How far? I have to go to the bus. Just gotta find my mommy. Just gotta. It's gonna be okay, Madonna. It's gonna be okay. Oh, wait, I know. We can go to my mom. Her name's Reva, and she's really great. She'll help you find your mom.